Hello gorgeous people, and welcome back to another video. If you don't already know who I am, I'm Shal, your self-care, personal growth and maybe traveling sister, online helping you grow into the very best version of yourself, because why would you become anything else? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, I hope that you do subscribe and you join my online community, because this really is meant to be a safe space where we have these wholesome, rich conversations about anything and everything that is close to our heart. So welcome. Alright, so let's get down to the tea. Literally, question number one, what am I drinking? And I'm now adding a follow-up question to question number one, which is, what mug am I drinking out of? Because if you've been a lifelong friend, if you've been a subscriber, if you've been a follower, if you've just been there, you'll know that I am crazy about mugs. So what am I drinking? Rooibos tea. What am I drinking it out of? My gorgeous New York Starbucks mug. Love. So in today's video, I am starting a brand new series which is called the LOS Book Club. If you are a follower of Life of Shal the blog, you will know that I do periodic book reviews there of great and not so great books that I've been reading, and so I thought this is going to be a really great series online. This year I've been talking a lot more about self-care and personal growth, which is why today's book is perfect for our first online book club. We're reviewing Girl, Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis, a shame-free plan for embracing and achieving your goals. Now guys, can I just say, this is such a motivational book. And if you haven't already read it, I highly suggest that you pick it up. I mean, it's a pretty thin book and it's a very easy read, but it's also one of those books that is going to make you question what it is you've been telling yourself for years. And the great part about this book is that she gives you a step-by-step guide on how you can start implementing small changes to help you unlock your potential and start achieving your goals and your dreams. So let's start with, who is Rachel Hollis? Rachel Hollis is a #1 New York Times and #1 USA Today best-selling author, top business podcaster, and one of the most sought-after motivational speakers in the world. As a best-selling author and wildly successful lifestyle influencer, she has built a global social media fan base in the millions. She's a proud working mama of 4 and a big fan of the small town in Texas Hill Country that the Hollis family calls home. Hang out with her on Instagram at Ms. Rachel Hollis, and to find out more about all the things that she's into, head to thehollisco.com. All right, so let's talk about what is this book about and why did I love it so much. So the book is centered around finding ways to encourage women to, 1, embrace their dreams, and 2, unlock their full potential. She uses her personal experiences to help motivate you to embrace your dreams and hopefully set you on this journey to unlock your full potential. So the book is broken down into 3 main parts, and that is part 1, excuses to let go of, part 2, behaviors to adopt, and part 3, skills that you need to acquire. Under excuses to let go of, she deals with things like feeling like you don't have enough time, feeling like you're not enough of a person to succeed, that you can't pursue your dreams while still being a good mom, a good daughter, a good employee, feeling terrified of failure, feeling like it's been done before, so why are your dreams valid now? Because it's been done so many times before. So I also really love Rachel's writing style. The book is written in a very frank, straightforward tone, so it's almost as if you're having a conversation with your best friend or your sister who's going to be pretty blunt with you and not sugarcoat things. And let's be frank, sometimes you need to have the frank, unsugar-coated conversations, because it's those conversations that really motivate you and set you on this path to start taking action. And that's exactly what she wants from this book, and that's exactly what happened with me. I mean, I came out after reading this book with a list of things that I wanted to implement in my life. I was motivated to start doing more, to start implementing the practical tips that she includes in this book. So like I said earlier, the book is broken down into 3 main parts. Let's look at these parts in detail. Part 1, excuses to let go of. So some examples of the excuses are: excuse number 2, I'm thinking you're not a goal-orientated person. Excuse number 4, thinking you're not enough to succeed. Excuse number 7, thinking it's been done before. And I love that when she portrays these excuses, she then also gives you suggestions on how you can overcome those excuses. So, for example, excuse number 3, which is thinking you don't have enough time. I mean, the frankness of the chapter is that she says, well, girl, the question is never, do you have enough time? The question is, how are you using the time that you have? And she then goes on to give you some practical tips that you can use. So 1, make a timeline of your current week. 2, set aside 5 hours a week, but it's how you break down those 5 hours. So you could do an hour a day, you could do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, but those hours of that time that you set for yourself are your golden hours. They should be your sacred hours, and they should be your non-negotiables. And when you start thinking of it like that, you think, okay, well, 30 minutes a day is actually not a lot, but if I devote 30 minutes a day to a goal or a dream that I'm working on, by the end of that week, I would have achieved so much more than if I hadn't started anyway. And that's really, the type of mindset that she's trying to encourage us to adopt when we read this book. Part 2 deals with behaviors that you need to adopt. Behaviors like 1, stop asking for permission. Choose one dream and go all in. And I really, really loved this behavior, because I found that I resonated with this, because I have so many different dreams and so many different goals and things that I want to pursue, that you end up working on many different things, but you don't actually give it your all. Choosing one dream and focusing on that for a period of time until you achieve that dream helps make your dreams become a reality. And lastly, part 3, skills that you need to acquire. Skills like planning, confidence, persistence, effectiveness, positivity, leadership. And then in discussing these skills, she talks about how to go about actually achieving these skills. So in planning, she talks about 1, you need to know what is your finish line. Where are you going? So start at the end. What does the end look like? And then work your way back. Now that you know where you're going, you can start at the starting point and then build in your guideposts and your markers. So in doing that, you build this roadmap for milestones that you need to achieve along the way. And what I really loved was that she said that this roadmap is not going to make it easier, because it's going to be a difficult journey, but it's going to make it more effective. The worst thing you can do is put in all this effort and think that you're going somewhere, but then you end up going nowhere. But having this planned out roadmap will easily tell you whether you're on the right track or whether you're not on the right track, and whether you're deviating from what it is you planned that you were going to do. And it's okay to change your plans, but having that structure and having that foundation in place really makes the road to achieving your goal so much more easier. Would I recommend this book? Absolutely. Rachel writes for every woman, regardless of your race, your background, or where you come from. You could be a mom with kids, you could be a single woman, you could be a director of a business, but these skills, these behaviors are applicable to all of us. Prioritizing your personal, mental, emotional well-being is so important, and it can so easily be influenced by external sources. But what this book does is that it gives you these easy to implement tips that helps you prioritize these areas of your life. Things like staying hydrated, simple, but we forget to do it. Planning your time, getting your space in order, because you can't pursue your goals and function as the strong, independent woman with direction in your life if your personal space isn't in order, right? And I really love that she points out these things that we should know, but we often tend to forget. If you're looking for a book that is going to encourage you to pursue your dreams, that is going to help you bust those myths, bust those justifications that we tell ourselves, which are actually really excuses, and it's going to set you straight on the right path to unlocking your potential, then this is really a book that you need to read. Well guys, that's it from me. I hope that you enjoyed this first book club. If there are any books that you would like me to read and review, please leave me a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.